This is just being straight up. Some of you guys are going to continue to lose because you won't play defense. I'm gonna say it again. Some of you guys will continue to lose because you refuse to play defense. Hey, what's up? This is Coach D. Hey, so welcome back. This right here is tip number 6. Tip number 6 for the 7 tips to win. Tip number 1 is to see yourself balling. Tip number 2 is to find your ex. Tip number 3 is to commit. Tip number 4 is to pivot. Tip number 5 is to fall in love. Now today, tip number 6, you ready? Tip number 6 is to unleash that dog. Right? To unleash that dog. You gotta hear what I'm saying, man. I'm so serious about this. I know I'm joking around, right? But there's a friend of mine, an old guy, mentored me back in the day. He used to say, I laugh and joke, but I don't play, right? So I know I'm laughing, I'm joking, but I'm so serious about this. Unleash that dog if you're going to win. You hear me? Unleash that dog. What do you mean by that, Coach D, unleash that dog? I'm glad you asked. Let me say this first of all. When we think about dogs, what's something that comes to mind when we think about dogs? We probably bad, running throughout the neighborhood, chewing up stuff, ferocious, dangerous, like all these different things you can think of. Others may say, nah, man, honestly, I had great experiences with dogs. They've been loyal, they've been my best friend, comfort, right? And so on and so forth. It's 2 things I want to lock in on. 1, I want you to think about how dogs can be territorial, right? 2, I want you to think about how protective dogs can be. And so when I say unleash that dog, I'm speaking in reference to those 2 things, being territorial and being protective. So let's think about that for a moment. Unleash that dog. Unleash that dog. I want to share this quote with you real quick. There's a difference between being jealous and being territorial. For instance, this quote says, I'm not jealous, I'm territorial. Jealous is when you want something that's not yours. That's jealous, to be jealous. Territorial is protecting what's already yours. Ooh. So think about that for a moment. One of the people that comes to my mind is my late father, my late dad, I should say, that passed away at the age of 32. And I would see him lose his temper. I'm talking about just blow up, right? Him actually get physical with women, right? I would see him hit on women. And I get to thinking about how my dad, he had the right intent, which was to protect what was already his children. In him doing that, he was right to protect us. But the way that he went about trying to protect was all wrong. The reason why they say defense wins championships. It's the reason why they say that. Because if you're going up against an opponent who's actually better than you, who can outscore you, then it only makes sense if I'm going to have a chance at beating them, a chance at getting the dub, against them. I'm going to have to tighten up my defense. I'm going to have to. See, my dad, he didn't play defense. Let me clarify that for a moment. My dad taught himself to develop this kind of mindset, this way of thinking that said that to hit on women, to take your anger out on women was okay, when in fact that wasn't. And so he wasn't defending his character, if you will. He wasn't defending his life, if you will, because he was thinking the wrong way. Let me say this. Some of you guys are going to continue to lose because you won't play defense. I'm gonna say it again. Some of you guys will continue to lose because you refuse to play defense. My dad, he failed to play defense. Those thoughts never change. And what happens is that those thoughts began to evolve into actions. And you repeat those actions long enough, those actions then evolve into habits. And then if you continue to hold on to those habits, those negative habits especially, now you start to jack up your character. And if you have a jacked up character, then now you begin to pave out your destiny. You understand what I'm saying? So for that person that convinced themselves that stealing was okay, and it became a habit, they ended up stealing from the wrong person at the wrong time, ended up either losing their life, being gunned down maybe, or being locked away for a long time. It starts with the thoughts that you think. If there's negative thoughts that are in your head, negative chatter that's in your head, I need you to play defense. You hear what I'm saying? I need for you to stop those negative thoughts from scoring in your life. They're wrecking shop right now. And you can't win because you won't play defense. They say the best offense is a good defense. Think about that for a minute. Too many of us are caught up on trying to score. We just want to score. But what good is getting the ball and scoring if you can't stop the other team from scoring and they're a better team than you? What good is that? My dad, he didn't play defense. And so because he didn't play defense, he ended up losing, but losing in a major way, in a for real way. He lost his life. And so here I am at the age of 14, freshman in high school, and whose arms does he die in? He dies in my arms. Catch what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, when I say unleash that dog, I'm saying to protect what's yours. Get territorial. Your mind, that's yours. Your destiny, that's yours. Your name, your reputation, that is yours. Protect it. Defend what's yours. Understand, this is mine. You're being territorial. This is mine. I'm going to protect it at all costs. Even if that means you losing your life for it. I need you to protect what you say you want. I need you to protect your destiny. I need you to protect that loved one. I need you to protect your legacy. I need you to protect your bloodline. It's important to you. Protect it. Defend it. Unleash that dog. Listen to me. The choice is yours. And I'll be honest with you. Don't nobody have time for your excuses. You can sit up here and say, well, no, the reason why we lost is because that was just a better team. No, it's because you didn't play defense. That's why you lost. It's because you're not playing defense. That's why you're losing. You understand? So I need for you to make the choice, unleash that dog and play defense. There's an old African proverb that says, when there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. When there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do you no harm. You got to unleash that dog and protect what is yours. A lot of us, we're losing because of the way we choose to think. That's the enemy on the inside. Our thoughts, those doubt-filled thoughts, we're doubting ourselves. Those thoughts of fear, those things those are things that intimidate us, that causes us to make the excuse not to try. That's our enemy. I'm telling you for real, when you begin to confront that enemy and deal with that enemy, guess what happens? Now there's no enemy within. And when there's no enemy on the inside, listen, nothing I come against on the outside of me can stand a chance. Can stand a chance at all. But again, it's a choice. You have to choose to deal with that enemy on the inside. You have to choose to be territorial. You have to choose to protect what's yours. You have to choose to unleash that dog. I'm telling you for real, unleash that dog. You got people counting on you. You got people that are expecting for you to unleash that dog so they too can have a fighting chance. But they're counting on you. Don't let them down. That's why my dad ended up losing his life. That's why he died in my arms. His intentions were right. He wanted to protect what was his territory, his children. But he failed to lock down the enemy within. He failed to lock down that enemy. Don't let that be you. Don't let you end up being a person that dies prematurely. And I'm not even talking about just a literal death. Maybe your dreams die at an early age. Maybe your belief dies at an early age. Maybe relationships that really do matter to you, they die at an early age, prematurely. Why? Because you failed to protect what was yours. That territory is yours. Don't let nobody come and take your territory. It's yours. It's yours. You gotta make the choice. I need you to unleash that dog. And when you begin to do that, man, I promise you, you're gonna see yourself winning on a whole nother level. I know it's scary. I know. Like I'm not really that vocal type, Coach D. Like I don't really like confrontation. And like, listen, it has nothing to do whether or not you like it. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with what needs to be done. Do you need to confront that enemy? Has that enemy been pulling your punk card? Has he? And if he has, hey, it's time for you to put him in check, or her in check, or it in check. However you want to look at it, it's time for you to deal with that enemy. It's time for you to confront those thoughts. Change up the words you speak. Like, change up those words. Speak new words, words that are going to affirm you, words that are going to validate. Those words now, they go from your mouth to your ears to your mind. And you keep saying those words. And those words become thoughts. And you keep thinking on those thoughts. And those thoughts become beliefs. And that belief now turns into action. And that action turns into habits. And those habits shape who you become. And who you become determines your destiny. So I'm saying, for real, if you're going to claim that, if you're going to actually claim that that's your destiny, whatever it is, whatever you said balling out looks like for you, if you're going to really claim that, I'm going to need you to actually unleash that dog. I'm not playing, man. I'm not playing. I'm so serious about this. Unleash that dog. And I hear what you're saying. But Coach D, if I start feeding my mind this positive stuff, man, all the people I'm hanging around with, like, they ain't gonna wanna roll with me no more. Okay, and? If they're not trying to roll with you because you're doing something on a positive tip, listen, you wasn't supposed to be around them no way. They wasn't supposed to be in your circle no way. So that's all right if you lose them. It's not about how many likes you can get or how many people accept. It's about, do I actually fulfill my vision? Do I? Do I? It's not about how many people you rolling with. It's not about that. So I need for you to switch up the way you playing this thing. Protect what's yours. Ooh. Coach D, I already know. I'm the one that's supposed to break this cycle of poverty. I already know. I am. I'm that chosen one. Cool. So what you gonna do? Unleash that dog.
Whatever you do, don't quit. Let's keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. And let's take it to the house.
Hey, hopefully you actually enjoyed the video. And if you did, all I'm asking you to do, go ahead and like it. Tag somebody that you want to see balling out, that you want to see winning, right? Or share it, and then comment below, okay? And when you do that, you have a chance to win this shirt, right? The Underdog shirt. You can see the back right there. All right, you have a chance to win this. Also, an autographed copy of my book, Today I Win. When tests go beyond the classroom, you have a chance to get your very own autographed copy. So remember, like, tag somebody, comment below. I'm gonna catch you in the next video.